All right, man. So here's another example of the off-ball freezing, right? When you're trying to drive off and you're playing off the ball, you're trying to get basically you blow by the defender. Now, what I like to do, let's take it back actually. Matter of fact, let's play it all the way through, then we're gonna take it back and go through everything. Now, what I typically like to do is I get up somewhere between this line right here and the half court line. This is actually a perfect spot, but I would call it pick and roll, right? So now the computer comes over, and instead of actually using the pick and roll, I pass it to him. Now there may be another variation of the play that I'm about to run, but this is how I like to do it, right? So I get a ball to the computer. This one didn't really go as well because typically how it's supposed to go is that he comes up a little closer or I'm a little closer forward. And when I pass him the ball, he should be somewhere right here in this range right here. And so when I take off running, the computer has to maneuver around him in order to in order to chase me to the basket, right? So the play didn't really turn out as well as it was supposed to, but it turned out well enough, right? So now the paint opens up because Zubac, he moves out the way. So the paint opens up. Now I'm on my way to the basket. And what happens is that instead of allowing me to take my 1-2, maybe one bounce, two steps, or a 0-step bounce, and then two steps, which is how normal people would react or operate in this situation right here where there's no one in front of you, the defender is chasing you, you got the layup, there's no one really in front of you to impede on what you're doing. But what the game will do is it will force you to stop like it did right here in order for the computer to be able to actually put some sort of contest on it. So he gets the ball and then he stops, right? Instead of getting the ball, when I go for the layup, press the button to go for the layup, I'm forced to stop and then go for like this funky looking shot attempt. This is not a glitch or a bad animation or something that's accidentally happening. 2K, they're doing this intentionally, right? This is perfectly designed to harm your ability to do whatever it is you're trying to do, which in this case is a layup. Now let's actually look at what Luka is doing, right? See, he's behind me, right? But when I get the ball and I go for the shot, he's allowed to slide all the way from where he is, right? Keep in mind, he's hacking the shit out of me as he's doing this. I don't get a foul call. I don't get anything because it was designed for me to miss this or to make it harder for me to actually make it, right? So now the play, it wasn't perfectly executed, but it was executed well enough for me to get a pretty decent open look at the basket where computer would not be able to do anything about it. But when the algorithm wants computer to be able to do something about it, it will choke you out, or it will something weird to happen. Your man will stop too early, or computer will get this weird boost of speed. They can jump a lot higher. They get to sliding across the court, or you'll be where you are and you will slide back into them. They have different ways to respond to when you're getting ready to bust their ass and they don't want it to happen. So they're gonna fuck you out of it. They're gonna cheat you, right? This is exactly what they did right here. Like it's 2K. Rather than actually making computer a better competition, they program the game to cheat in order to make it feel like computer is a better competition, right? See, and that it blows the experience. It makes the game feel real clunky. Like a lot of the things that you may be planning now is not really going how it's supposed to because 2K is trying to interfere. They're trying to push a narrative that computer, is some sort of competition, right? But they're really not. They're really horrible competition, which is why I blow them out every time I play them. Let's actually look at some of my stats in the previous games, right? I tear their ass up every time I play them, right? Look at that, 70, 16, 86, 6 steals, 52, 10, 21, 8 steals, 65, 14, 22, 9 steals. Game before that, 15, I had, damn near, what was that? had a span. I think I had, okay, I thought I had like 2 or 3 games in a row with a quadruple double, but I didn't. But this is how badly I run through computer, right? Even with all the cheating that they're doing on Hall of Fame, I still run through them with no problem for the most part, right? So this is why they see it as a necessity to actually program this game to do what it does, right? Because if not, then what's going to happen? Rather than blowing them out by 30, you'll blow them out by 80. See what I'm saying? Rather than blowing them out by 20, you'll blow them out by 60 or 70 or whatever the case may be, right? But that'll do it for this video. Peace.